Han Feng!
In this video, we will explore two very interesting topics. First, what happened to the traitor Han Feng? Did Xiao Yan give his soul to his master, Yao Lao? And what was that meeting like between Yao Lao and the disciple who betrayed him? The second question we will begin to discuss is, why didn't Han Tiandi kill Xiao Yan earlier? After Xiao Yan defeated Han Feng, with some help from Xiao Yixian, he took his soul and sealed it inside a special spatial ring. Han Feng had joined forces with the Flame Sect to kill Xiao Yan, but his attempt failed again. Even after summoning a protector from the Hall of Souls to help him get rid of Xiao Yan, it was useless. Xiao Yan defeated them and eventually captured Han Feng's spirit. Later, Xiao Yan extracted a lot of valuable information from him. Like all souls, Han Feng feared Xiao Yan's heavenly flame, especially the fallen heart flame. Even after rescuing his master Yao Lao from the Hall of Souls and creating a new body for him, Xiao Yan never mentioned Han Feng. At least, Xiao Yan definitely didn't summon Han Feng's soul until after he returned from the ancient wasteland back to the Falling Star Pavilion. That means it happened after the Bodhisattva tree arc. Imagine Yao Lao's feelings when he saw the disciple who once betrayed him. Han Feng had been Yao Lao's very first disciple. But because of the flame mantra technique, Han Feng conspired with the Hall of Souls and stabbed his teacher with a poisoned sword. After returning from the ancient wasteland, Xiao Yan began preparing to break through to the saint level. While Xiao Yan was reaching his peak state, Yao Lao disappeared for half a month. When he returned, visibly tired, he brought Xiao Yan a small box. Xiao Yan was surprised. Inside was an emerald green pill, the Bodhisattva pill. Yao Lao had specially prepared it for Xiao Yan so his breakthrough to the new level would go more smoothly. The Bodhisattva pill was of the 8th tier and summoned 8-colored lightning. Xiao Yan was deeply grateful. Yao Lao had devoted an enormous amount of effort to his disciple. "Teacher, thank you." Xiao Yan took a deep breath and expressed his gratitude. Then, after a brief hesitation, Xiao Yan took out a jade bottle from his ring. A faint layer of flame surrounded its neck, and inside, one could vaguely sense a weak soul. "Teacher, this is Han Feng's soul. You will have to deal with it," Xiao Yan said softly as he handed the jade bottle to Yao Lao. Yao Lao's expression changed slightly upon hearing this. His eyes were filled with complex emotions as he stared at the bottle. There was sorrow in his gaze. No matter what had happened, he had once looked upon Han Feng as his own son. He had personally raised Han Feng from an abandoned orphan into an adult and taught him everything he knew. Yet Han Feng's betrayal forced Yao Lao, a man who had already left his clan, to suffer terribly. The pain of betrayal was far worse than the loss of one's physical body. Yao Lao's hand trembled as he accepted the jade bottle. He said nothing, only nodded slowly. Xiao Yan felt sorrow seeing the man before him look so empty and grief-stricken. He waved his sleeve and knelt on the ground, bowing twice before saying, "Teacher, you raised and taught me. You are my master and like a father to me. I, your disciple, will help you avenge all the humiliation and pain you have endured." Yao Lao was startled by Xiao Yan's sudden kneeling. He quickly stepped forward to lift him up, but before he could, Kai Lin, holding Xiao Xiao in her arms, knelt down beside Xiao Yan in silence. She was Xiao Yan's wife, and since Xiao Yan regarded Yao Lao as his father, she naturally did the same. No matter how cold or stubborn her nature was, she understood that sometimes she must stand with her man. Yao Lao shook his head helplessly, his eyes moistening slightly. The loneliness in his face began to fade. At that moment, he understood that the heavens had not abandoned him. Perhaps he had been blind once before, but this time, he had found true sight. He could even give up his life again for this disciple. Little Xiao Xiao called him "Great Teacher" once more. Her clear, childish voice brought smiles to everyone present. Finally, Yao Lao's face brightened with joy. He quickly took Xiao Xiao into his arms from Kai Lin. It was a deeply touching moment. Despite the bitter memories tied to Han Feng, Xiao Yan stood firmly by his teacher's side. In the end, according to the original story, after Xiao Yan handed Han Feng's spirit to Yao Lao, his fate was never mentioned again. Nowhere in the novel does it say what happened to Han Feng afterward. But we can speculate what Yao Lao might have done with his first disciple's soul. As someone who once raised Han Feng like his own son, he might have chosen not to seek total vengeance but to let him go. In that case, he could have purified the soul, allowing Han Feng to rest in peace. However, considering what Han Feng did, and how he nearly killed Xiao Yan, it's unlikely that there was any forgiveness. Therefore, Yao Lao probably did not help him obtain a new body or return to life. The second possibility is harsher. Yao Lao might have refused to let the traitor continue existing as a soul. Considering the pain and betrayal he suffered, he may have destroyed Han Feng's soul entirely, closing that chapter of his past forever. That would also prevent any danger that could come from Han Feng's possible return. And the third possibility: imprisonment. Theoretically, Yao Lao might have sealed Han Feng's soul inside the bottle forever. That could serve either as eternal punishment or as a way of preservation, for study or for future reflection. But, as mentioned, the original text never reveals Han Feng's final fate. We can only guess what Yao Lao decided. Write in the comments what you think Yao Lao did with Han Feng's soul, based on his character and nature. Now, let's move on to the second question. Everyone who has read Battle Through the Heavens knows that the Hall of Souls is incredibly powerful. Behind it stands the Han clan, and the number of their powerful saints, the Dou Shang, is not small, over 15 in total. But the question that has puzzled many fans is this: why didn't Han Tiandi, the emperor of the Han clan and one of the most terrifying figures on the entire Dou Qi continent, simply send his Dou Shang experts to erase Xiao Yan when he was still weak? In theory, even a single Dou Shang could have ended him back when he was only a Dou Wang or even a Dou Huang. And even now, when Xiao Yan is at the peak of the Dou Zun level, a saint could crush him effortlessly. Many people give the simple answer: because that's the plot. Xiao Yan is the protagonist. He has plot armor. If he died early, there would be no story. That's true on the surface, but if we dig deeper into the novel's logic and the long-term plans of the Han clan, it turns out that it's not just about plot armor. It reflects Han Tiandi's mindset, the structure of power within the Han clan, and the 1,000-year plan he was carrying out. Since this video has already become quite long, that's a good question to explore next time. In conclusion, Han Feng's fate remains one of the most intriguing mysteries in Donghua, reflecting the complex bond between master and disciple. Yao Lao's decision, whether forgiveness, destruction, or imprisonment, symbolizes the weight of betrayal and the mercy of a true teacher. Meanwhile, Han Tiandi's calculated restraint toward Xiao Yan reveals the deeper strategy and long-term vision that drive the power struggles of the continent. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and see you next time.